Okay, today we're going to look at note-taking and some strategies for note-taking. We've looked over the last several days about reading nonfiction. We've worked on picking a topic. We've worked on finding sources. And now that we have our sources and we're reading, and we're going to produce this informational piece of writing, this publication for the magazine, we need to look at how do we take notes? How do we take notes that are successful and notes that will help us with our project, not just copying what someone else has done. So we're going to look at 3 different tips for note-taking. We're going to look at summarizing, paraphrasing, and quoting. I'd like you to take a minute and create this chart in your notebook. You need 3 columns labeled summarize, paraphrase, and quote. And at the top you should put when should I. We are going to fill this chart in with the discussion and presentation today. So we'll pause the video here to give you a minute to copy this chart down into your notebook. Alright, now that you've copied this chart into your notebook, let's take a few minutes and look at summarizing, paraphrasing, and quoting. A summary is a type of note-taking in which you restate the central idea of a reading selection. The information that you include in a summary is more general than that of paraphrasing, which we'll look at in just a moment. Summaries are shortened versions of the reading selection. Summaries must be written in your own words, and you still must cite your source. Summaries focus on that central idea, which we have spent some time talking about and practicing. A paraphrase is a type of note-taking in which you include all the ideas in the article or story. It is not necessarily just the main or central idea of the selection. It is a shortened version, which makes it similar to a summary of the article. However, it is more detailed than a summary since you're including all the ideas from the reading selection rather than just the central ideas as in a summary. A paraphrase is written in your own words, and of course you must always cite your sources. So a paraphrase includes more details. It includes the central ideas, but it also includes the supporting details of the central idea in your own words. Sometimes it is necessary to take a direct quote from your text. Sometimes other people can just say it better than we can. However, you don't want your writing piece to just be a string of quote after quote after quote. Then we don't see you. We don't hear your side. We don't hear your voice. But sometimes you do need that direct quotation to kind of add oomph to your voice, to add support. Direct quotations are statements used in research that must be identical to the original source. You must make sure to cite your source in order to give credit to the originator of the statement. We're going to practice this. I have a sheet that I'm going to pass out now. On this sheet, you will see a fictional article. This fictional article, I'm going to scroll down to the sheet that I've passed out to you. It's a fictional information, and what we're going to do is we're going to read through the selection, and then I want you to quote, paraphrase, and summarize. So we're going to practice this with this little short piece of information. After we do that, we'll come together as a class and make sure our chart is filled out completely and make sure that we have chosen a quotation, we have chosen a correct summary that just includes the central idea, and we have paraphrased. We are also going to cite that source that I've given you. In the next couple of lessons, we will look at MLA citation and some further ways in which we can take notes for our project.